What if I told you that long ago there existed a fight stick so utterly terrifying, so horribly designed, badly engineered, just the worst goddamn thing you could ever think of, that it was just dead on arrival? It makes people squirm at the thought of it, the design, the view of it, seeing it, just really makes you think, what the fuck were they thinking? Well, terrified fighting game players back when it came out in 2012, and I got my hands on one. So I'm going to show you guys right after right after this. If you want to help support the channel, you can go down the description and go to our Teespring store and pick up some of our shirts, any one of our pieces of merchandise that we have up for sale. It really helps the channel out, and yeah, if you do it while we're streaming, we should get notified, and we'll be able to thank you directly. So go down to the teespring.com/ it's like electric apparel or whatever, and pick yourself up some shirts. Some people have been buying them, and I'm woefully surprised that anybody's actually buying these things. So get yourself a shirt down in the description or what have you, and yeah, thank you so much if you do. So, the arcade stick that I have for you today is something that was debuted at E3 in 2012. This thing, hell knows what they were thinking when they actually made this. Turn that off. We got red back there, it's good enough. So this thing debuted in E3 of 2012, and I don't know what they were thinking when they came up with this design. I don't know what they were thinking when they did anything related to R&D when it came to this product. And what I'm talking about is, for some of you, if you know E3 2012 and what arcade sticks debuted there, then you'll know what this is immediately. But for those of you who don't know, this right here is the Neko Free Fighter arcade stick, and it is very dusty because I can't be asked to actually clean off this horrible monstrosity. This thing is a piece of work. It's an over-engineered, consumer-level arcade stick that costed way too much when it came out, and it failed so hard that they discontinued this thing really goddamn fast. I'm not even sure how fast it was that they discontinued it. I never heard about it. Gutex heard about it, apparently. He got to try it. There's a video of him trying it. And let's just go down and see what we have in store for you. So, the Nikon Free Fighter is this weird stick that uses all Sanwa parts. It's macros up the ass, which that's a fantastic thing to take off, right? Yeah, that totally caught on. That wasn't tournament illegal or anything, right? It has this weird thing, like you can switch here. What is this even? Like, this thing is so weird to me. Like, I've had this thing for a while, and I don't understand how this thing's supposed to function. So you can switch it to D-pad, left stick, or right stick. You had your 2 turbo buttons. I don't know why you need 2 of them, but whatever. You had 4 different macros. You had your L3, start, select, home, R3 buttons. And you had all Sanwa parts, like I mentioned. Though it's really weird. It says all Sanwa, and maybe I'll show it in the B-roll actually trying to open this thing up, because I could not get this thing to open up. There's screws on the back, but this thing does not want to let you in. I'll find some way to get into it, but it says it's Sanwa buttons. The weird thing is that I've never seen what is it, convex? Yeah, I've never seen caved-in buttons. I see them in American arcade sticks all the time. I see them in American parts, but if these are supposed to be Sanwas, I've never seen them like this before. I've never seen them with this concave design. Or convex. I think it's convex, right? Whatever. Whichever one it is, convex or concave. These ones are normal Sanwa buttons. They are round at the top. They're rounded at the top. I can't brain right now, so these other 4, the black ones, they dip in, and for some reason, I don't know what it is, but they don't feel like Sanwa buttons. Again, I'll have to go in and check, but it says it's Sanwa parts, so maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I'm hoping it is, because at least that'd be the only saving grace of this arcade stick. So let's get on to just the horrible things about this right now, because there's nothing good outside of just the buttons in the stick. Let's just talk about everything else that's bad. First, let's talk about the placement of the D-pad, left stick, and right stick switch. That thing is right there where usually people's wrists will sit. That is not going to totally dig into your wrist and cause discomfort while playing on an arcade stick. I can promise you that. I hope you can detect sarcasm. I've heard I'm not very good at it. You've got two turbo buttons. I don't know why you need two. I guess they wanted to have some sort of symmetrical design instead of an asymmetrical look. You have this guitar switch 5-way selector here so that you can pick your bridge pickup or your neck pickup. Only guitar players are going to understand that. This thing is apparently to switch what macro you want, but it just feels like they took a guitar selector switch. It really feels like one. But honestly, I can't be asked to figure out how the macros work, and even then, I don't even know if they would function. I did play on this thing for a while, and it's a horrible experience. I'm just going to let you know right now. So these macros, whatever they are, it doesn't matter. These buttons up top, yeah, whatever, they do whatever the hell. There's this weird crap that goes on. This thing has its own separate thing. Like there's this thing, and then it has its little mother base plate thing, and this is its own set of problems. It has its own rubber feet, so you can play on it like this. And then it has this thing, which expands out. I don't know what this does. I don't know why you would... That's probably loud, but I don't know why you would need that. Honestly, I don't know why you would ever use that. It bewilders me how this thing came into existence. The other thing that is unique about it, but I haven't really bothered to test it, there's two things that are unique. One thing is that it allows for southpaw use, so if you wanted to, you actually could take the joystick part and flip it so it's a right-sided stick. There's these two latches on the bottom that open up, you unplug it, you plug it into the other side, and then you lock it back in. Or you can also use it in wireless mode. Not wireless mode, but in separated mode. So I believe it uses an RJ45 cable, whatever these cables on the side are. I don't have it. It didn't come with mine when I bought it a little while ago on eBay. I found it. That is my phone. Thank you. I didn't see it, and I haven't tested it. I don't have an RJ45, a two-sided one that goes into both sides that lets me check. But from what I can tell and what I saw in the video of Gutex is that you could totally be couch potato or lazy ass just sitting on your bed with one on each side, you know, just kind of like moving your stick on this side, hitting buttons on the other. It's really weird, and I don't think it's very fucking useful, if I'm going to be completely honest. And that's really the only unique things about it. Is it good? No, but it's unique. And I give them an A for effort on that part. What I don't give them an A for effort on is how horribly designed this thing is. Just the construction of how big it is. There's not enough wrist space. It's not big enough. It's not heavy enough. Sure, it's got some pretty good plastics and stuff. It's durable, but it feels like... Let me grab... This is my Blaze Blue Sanwa Denshi stick. It's just a little bit bigger than that. Like, this thing is about the size... It's about the size, maybe a little bit smaller than the drone, about the size of a drone. Like, this thing is about the size of a drone. And the one thing that I'll say about the drone is that at least it's wide enough. It's got enough wrist space on the damn thing. So, I don't understand where they thought this small form factor, especially length or width-wise, was a good idea, but I don't know. I'm not the geniuses who designed this thing. Again, modability, I don't think you really want to mod this thing if you could even get inside of it. I can't. So with that all said and done, let's go ahead and just get into the video where I show you guys everything that goes on with this stick. Because I'm sure you're dying to see what this thing, how this PS3 stick functions, right? Alright, so you saw some testing. It has to be on the PlayStation 3 because I'll show it. I should have shown it in the B-roll by now. Is that in PS4 mode, even though this is a PlayStation 3 stick, it just confuses. It confuses the PS4. I think in Exerd it caused some weird input issues. In Tekken it would do some weird input issues. I remember the very first time. I think I'll try and recreate it where I'll try and recreate it after the video, where this thing was like inputting player 2 directions with macros or with some other crap. It was trying to play on player 1 and player 2. It was really damn weird. And that was when I was playing with a friend. This was a long time. This was a while ago. And yeah, this thing is just not very good. I don't know how else to tell you guys, but this is supposed to be the Halloween special type thing, and I thought nothing better than this scary ass abomination. It's not a good stick. It retailed for $180 when it came out, when you could get a perfectly good Quanba Fusion, or I'm pretty sure Hori had some stuff back then. Mad Catz had some stuff back then. You could definitely get a better PS3 stick back then than this thing. There's a reason why this was discontinued real damn quick. It was not a very good stick. This thing has got a bunch of dust on it, and I don't even think you guys can see it because of the lighting. But yeah, that is the Neko Free Fighter arcade stick. It is not worth it. This was a gimmick purchase because I thought it would be funny for shits and giggles, and it's not. It's not. It's gonna be a fun video to put out, but anyway, that's it for the video. I hope you liked it. I'm getting back into content production again. I probably should explain myself in another video about why I've been taking so many breaks this year. I've never been this inactive for this long, but there's a reason, and I'll get to that eventually. But in the meanwhile, I'll try and get some more videos out as I can, and I hope you guys enjoy the video, and I hope you enjoy. Stick around and subscribe, watch more videos. So that's it. If you liked the video, you can like it, dislike it if you didn't. You can comment what else you want to see, what kind of things you want to see on this channel, and like I said, subscribe, hit the bell notification to get notified. And there's tons of ways to support us. There's the Patreon down below. There's the merch store. There's Twitch. We stream on there semi-regularly. And yeah, just watching the video overall is probably the most important thing. If you guys just share it, watch it, like it, and if you guys want to, comment. That's pretty much it for me. This is Dan, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Peace.